So I thought it would be fun this year to watch a bunch of Christmas specials and episodes. I didn't watch everything that I thought of, and some of what I did watch I didn't write much about because I've not really done this before, and some of it I didn't have much to say about, and or I didn't want to get too in-depth in. On December 1st, I watched the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special, the Sonic Christmas Blast, and the Super Mario Bros. Super Show episode, Koopa Claus. The She-Ra special I enjoyed the most out of the three. It was about Ethereans and Eternians learning what Christmas is, with Orko accidentally landing on Earth. This leads to the Horde hearing of Christmas and wanting to get rid of it. Skeletor and Hordak team up. Skeletor did nice and kind things, which the kids he bumped into comment on. This prompted him to freak out because he doesn't want to feel good. He wants to feel evil. There's some other funny moments, like how they imply the kids explain religion to Orko. And if you want a more in-depth review, you can listen to the very second episode of I Will Fight You, or you can just watch the episode yourself. I'd say it's worth checking out. The next Christmas I watched was the Sonic Christmas Blast. It wasn't anything special. Robotnik made a fake Santa and makes everyone think he's the new Santa, and at some point Sonic rides a bike for some reason. Despite this being an episode of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sally appears. She's pink and has no lines. I suppose retrospectively it's interesting, but I can't say it was a good watch. The Mario Super Show episode, Koopa Claus, was a good one. What I didn't mention about the Sonic episode was that part of Robotnik's scheme was to get presents, which means he likes at least part of Christmas. This is in stark contrast to the Horde, who hates Christmas, as well as Koopa, who also hates it. The episode starts off with the live-action segment where the kid meets the Mario Brothers. He tells them that he ran away from his parents because they don't love him anymore, and that this will teach them to care. The brothers tell him that Mario ran from home once, and we get a flashback scene where the same adult actors from Mario and Luigi pretend to be kids, which was pretty amusing. We then transition into the cartoon, where King Koopa talks about how he hates giving, goodwill, holiday cheer, and Christmas in general. With this, he plans to ruin Christmas for everyone else. We then see our heroes walking across a desert as Toad talks about how he loves Christmas. It's made clear that his love for Christmas is just the presents, and Princess Toadstool gives him a skateboard. Later, they get into a fight with Koopa, and it involves Luigi picking up a block of ice. He states he can't throw it, and Mario tells him to just hand it to him. As soon as he is about to, though, Mario says, "Put it on the teeter-totter." Fast forward, we meet Santa and his presents are frozen, so Toad gives him his skateboard saying, "I'm sorry your presents got frozen, but with this at least you'll have one present to give." Santa then says he hasn't seen anyone embody Christmas better, and there's a glow. The presents became unfrozen, and Toadstool says it was the power of Christmas spirit. We return to live action where Mario continues telling his story about how he ran from home. He goes back home to ask his mom if she missed him. She says she didn't miss him. She says she didn't miss his behavior, but did miss him. Mario tells the kid that shouldn't run away from home because his friends will enjoy it too much. So the kid agrees to go back home. Yeah, I don't think this is a good lesson for kids, but that was an enjoyable episode. On December 3rd, I watched the first 3 episodes of Sally the Witch, as episode 3 is a Christmas episode, and I may as well talk about the first 2 while I'm at it. Is they introduce the setting and characters. Episode 1 follows Sally as she decides to go to Earth because she's tired of her magic studies. Her parents are against this and send a magic child named Cub to get her back. Eventually, they come around, however, and let her stay on Earth for the time being. Sally makes a couple of friends on Earth where she hangs out with most episodes. The Christmas episode shows Cub and Sally wandering around town as they're confused, not knowing what Christmas is, as they ask a turkey seller what it is, and he yells at them, thinking they're messing with him, so they make the turkey talk and say they're unappetizing and poorly cooked. Sally and her friends find a kid who's sad and they throw a party for her. It's fun, interesting to see in comparison to American Christmas specials and Christmas specials of other types. I don't have anything else to say of it though. Okay, so the next time I watched a Christmas special, I watched the Pac-Man one, and I had not seen any Pac-Man, I've not seen any of that 80s Pac-Man cartoon before, so I was watching it out of context, and instead of just writing down, what I thought afterwards, I just decided to experiment and just write notes as I watched it, to see if I could work with those notes. So, here we go. First note, I just write, what? And then I write, Pac Baby? Pac Baby Express? Because, it starts with Santa, and he's going around. He crash lands on the Pac-Man world, and then, I don't know why I said what, but I guess something confusing happened. And then we see the Pac-Man people, and Pac-Man's like, Pac Baby, talking about this baby Pac person. I guess it's like Pac-Man Jr., but if it's Pac-Man Jr., just say Pac-Man Jr. Why do they call him Pac Baby? And then something about a Pac Baby Express. Also, there was really weird voices, and they refer to the ghosts as the ghost monsters. There's this line where Miss Pac-Man just says, Packy, look out. Why are you calling him Packy? What? And I just write emergency power pellet box. Also, the ghosts turn purple instead of blue. And it seemed like they wanted to be eaten. What? And then there's a commercial break on dropping presents. Memento Mori. Santa dropped his presents. They think humans are from Mars. Power pellets cocoa. My favorite type of hot chocolate. Miss Pac-Man, or you can call me Pepper. Ghosts like toys. Box that just says game. Pac-Punk. Wooden power pellets. Weird song. Pac-Mouse, or you could just say Pac-Rat. Yeah, that was a really strange one. I can't say I enjoyed it more than the others, but it was interesting. It's quite fascinating to see how they turned this arcade game into a cartoon. I know that we got a newer version of that, and that was also fascinating, but I feel like it was a little less fascinating because, well, it was fascinating in different ways, because the way we adapt video games into cartoons now is very different from the way we did in the 80s. I liked the Kaiketsuzururi Christmas episode. It was quite different from all the others, as the main character is the anti-hero. So it's about him causing mischief. He apparently never got a Christmas gift before, so he snuck up into the Santa toy-making house to prank all the good kids by giving them evil presents. By evil presents, I mean stuff like, when you open it, you get trapped until the next Christmas. Okay, saying this out loud, he sounds like a really terrible person, and I'm not gonna say he isn't, but somehow the show makes him endearing. I rewatched the Phineas and Ferb Christmas Vacation episode, and it was really good. I remember enjoying it as a kid anyways, but that doesn't really mean much when my tastes have changed so much since then. Regardless, I still really enjoy Phineas and Ferb, and this episode was no exception. Watching it as a kid, it was just another episode that happened to be a little better than the others. Seeing it now, it's like watching a YouTube video with how the characters suddenly talk about tropes you see in Christmas specials. To simplify, it was good. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a ton of fun watching all this stuff. Maybe I'll do it again next year. Happy holidays!